that definitely wasn't a New Year celebration crowd. It makes you wonder if the protests will carry on towards the New Year's. Is that a sign of things to come? And it is New Year's Eve here, and maybe wonder, is there anything to reflect upon? I did pretty much finish my year-end, I guess, video and all that as well. I pretty much treat this stuff as like some kind of 72-hour film festival. I don't have like a lot of time to actually plan it and so forth. It's more about what stuck out to my mind, I guess, during the year in general. As I mentioned, I was thinking of just trying some new stuff despite the fact that I don't have the right, let's just say, hardware or software necessarily. And it was kind of interesting how some of you actually said you use things like the Davinci Resolve, which I was thinking of changing. And interestingly enough, the reason why I was doing it was for what was commented, the price. Because that one in general, to my understanding, there is a free one, or the other one that if you do buy, it would be for life, versus the one that I'm using, the Adobe Premiere. There's actually a monthly subscription. I started with it way back when it was a standalone product, but ever since they changed it to monthly fees and so forth, that's why it's making me wonder if it's worth it in the long run. Because can you imagine, you just decide, oh, I don't want to use this today, like set it aside, but then you have all your work set up and all that, and then afterwards, let's just say you want to use it like maybe 6 months later when you cancel your subscription, nope, you can't use this anymore, you need to subscribe. So that's why I was thinking of maybe switching as well. I guess it's an example of one change I was thinking of doing. It was based on some of your guys' comments too, where many times when I'm walking around, I say it's cold or hot and so forth, and you don't really know specifically. So I was thinking of adding, for example, a graphic or something like that in the beginning or somewhere to show you what the temperature is actually like. That's just an example of some of the changes and all that I was thinking. One thing I was reflecting in the final video and stuff is how long I've been doing this for in terms of just making videos daily. Number 2,000 this year too, huh? And I was just checking some of the stats of what the platform gave me. It said like what? There was 1 million minutes watched this year? Holy cow, that's a lot. That's kind of, again, crazy to think about for something I just kind of started per se. Some of you have been with me since the beginning too. That's amazing to think about. And with that thought, thank you very much everyone for your supportive comments as well. A lot of you guys thank me or think it's amazing when I publish certain videos, captures and all that. I think it's amazing to just meet people around the world and find, I guess, supportive people too. Because as funny as it sounds, I don't think anyone's surprised where there's lots of people in the world who just want to, I guess, take others down per se for whatever reason. And to find groups of people who really support you and all, that's really incredible in my opinion. And with that thought, remember the drone contest that I entered? I did get the prize money for it. Overall, I think it's wise to invest it into something that will help me, for example, make videos and stuff better, whether it's a camera or a drone and all that. But they actually gave me $1,000 US, and I was thinking if there's anything that you've ever wanted to see which cost a bit of money, feel free to let me know, because I thought that would be kind of a cool way too, where you guys supported me as well, so why not try to, I guess, cherish the win together per se. Just don't suggest something, for example, oh, go eat like $1,000, I don't know, steak or something like that. I don't think that's the type of thing that I would do. More about, I guess, if there's something you actually wanted to see in the area, some kind of event or something like that. So I think it would be kind of fun to invest like a little bit of, I guess, money into that if necessary. But if it's something that you want to see, let me know. Because things do happen, unfortunately, kind of like how I lost a hard drive this year, which cost money and all that. But at the same time, some of you were mentioning stuff, for example, like a polar bear in a zoo or something like that here. I've actually never seen like a polar bear around the area personally anyways, but that's just an example. If you wanted to see something for fun too in that case, let me know and I'll kind of, I guess, crunch the numbers and stuff to see if it all makes sense. I was testing things, for example, like those short videos where in this platform they introduced some tools where you can more easily, I guess, create them from your existing clips, which would be completely independent. For example, people could watch the full video, or for people who are just on mobile, they could, I guess, watch the quick clips. It was kind of cool, but it didn't exactly do what I thought it would do. So I maybe wonder if I should create something new for that, because it actually benefited a lot of people from what I saw. And that's a great thing in my opinion. I still know this one lady who always comes up to me like in random sometimes when she sees me out in the public. She really loves to watch certain things, for example, like the drone videos or certain animal videos, but I just don't have enough time at times to kind of create all these little clips. But maybe I should, I don't know, in some ways try to create something that's easily accessible for people, because it helps overall for everyone in my opinion. I mean, you think of things, for example, like people who are afraid of things like drones and all that, ultimately it'll come down to an emotional decision for many people. kind of like what I said before actually, where there was a lady who was so against drones, hates it and all that. She saw my drone video, the one, the beaver, and right after that, everything changed. All of a sudden she's like, wow, I guess you could use things in a good way. So I was thinking if I should do something like that for the New Year's too. That's one thing I noticed too, without getting too specific, where for people who really want to encourage, I guess, over-the-top regulations and all that, they really hate it when people like me have their work shown and all that, because I guess, unfortunately, it disrupts the quote narrative where everyone who uses this is dangerous and all that, and then they start seeing things like this, they're like, hey, what's going on? It completely disrupts my, I guess, vision of what this stuff should be. So yeah, again, that's why I was kind of thinking of doing something like that as well. You kind of need, I guess, both ends of the spectrum. You need people to talk about it technically per se, and then you need that emotional impact on people as well. So is there anything left to say? I guess I'll just try to finish up the video tonight too. I technically can't finish it because I don't know what my final steps are for the year, so I have to include that after I'm done for the day. And other than that, I'll upload the video in the new year, at least the year-end video and all that. Other than that, Happy New Year, everyone. See you next year, which is literally tomorrow. Alright, see you guys later.